What's up everybody, it's Lil Gohan here and welcome to my first tutorial. This time we're going to show you how to make a plug&b song. That's kind of mainly what I do, is I make plug&b songs. I make songs of all genres, but this is what I'm mainly known for. And so, today the song is going to be produced by Goyxrd, but as you can see in the FLP, currently there's a beat produced by Etsy and Yonko. I'm just using this just as like a test because this song is based on a template from an existing song, which is called Blaze It. That song is already out. Go ahead and check it out on SoundCloud. But here we are. I'm going to be showing you basically what I'm doing and how I make the song. So, you start by having a beat, having a template. For me, I do most things based on a template, and so I have my project file, and whenever I finish a song, I'll go up and I'll save it as a new version when I'm going to make another song. And so, I collect all my presets down here. I adjust them. I change them. I do everything I need to do. And so, yeah. And so I'm going to switch over to you hearing me through FL Studio just so you can hear my preset sound. What's up? This is just me with my dry limiter on here, and so you can't hear as much background noise. It looks like there's... No, okay, yeah, it's set at 0. But if we went ahead and turned auto-tune on, I use Metatune. It's just my auto-tune plugin of choice. I have used Auto-Tune Evo and Auto-Tune Pro over the years. This is just what I'm using right now. Set at B major right now. Alright, this is how my main vocals sound, so I'm going to give you a sample of how that sounds in a song. I wanna be with you till the day's end. Tell me just how long will you be staying? We ain't gotta go out, we can stay in. Fun fact, if you double click stop, it'll stop things that are like echoing out. My delay is pretty important as far as my mixing, so I'm gonna do that a lot. But that's how it sounds. So we're gonna do this basically the whole. All right, so we're gonna show you the whole way of how to make a song, and this is just how it looks for me when I'm starting one. I'm not making something blank and showing you. I'm like showing you what I'm really doing. All right, so I have some stuff in here. These are beats that I was gonna use, songs that I made. Certain effects and tags and other stuff. And so we're going to start by clearing out this beat that we don't need, but I'm going to leave certain things in here because I might use them later. That's a master fade. It'll fade the whole song out. Let me turn my auto-tune off because I'm just talking. But yeah. Just going to move that out of the way. We're going to use a Goyxrd beat. My Goyxrd folder is called Beats from Go because he sent me a pack that was called that one time. I can see that this beat is at 141. I'll put it up here. Boom. But let's say you didn't know that. Let's say you can't tell. First thing you're going to want to do, once you put the beat in, click on it here. That little icon on the top left gives you a menu. You can detect the tempo, okay? We're going to detect tempo. Detect tempo. And generally it's going to be 100 to 200. Sometimes it's down here. Sometimes it's up here. I don't think I've ever made a song that was over 200 BPM or under 75, so... But that's for the kind of music I make. But, it can tell. Next thing you want to do is inspect the beginning of it. I like to cut off any extra space. The reason that I do that is so that when you're looking at things later, it's going to line up cleanly on the lines here. I call that, it's on the line. And so if I want to do like a beat drop or something, I can use line, and I can just easily cut stuff like that. I'll show you.
What do you desire?
So that's how it normally sounds, but because we have it on the line, we can easily do stuff like this.
What do you desire?
And notice how this was basically preserved even though I changed the BPM from the previous song that was being made. So things are going to stay on the lines if they're on the line, so it helps with building a template and keeping a consistent template. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up, moving certain things out of the way so that when my vocals do come in, they land where I want them to. And I'm not necessarily going to keep all of these. Shit. We're not necessarily going to keep all of these, but they are going to be here for now, just in case I do want to use them later. Nice smoke break tag. Oh. And if you have a mixer track for your beat, which I do, you want to put that on there as well. So everything gets a mixer track to be mixed differently. The beat should have its own, so you can do special effects with it without affecting the whole song. Like this. So this filter that we're hearing right now is called a low pass filter. That's because the low frequencies of the beat are allowed to pass through, high ones are not. So, you know, it sounds cool because you can get the bass all thumpy and kind of just draw the curve like this, fruity parametric EQ. But you could do this with any different form of EQ. Like if you wanted to use this EQ down at the bottom right, you could, you know, draw something like that. Not exactly like that. It would be more like this. But with that being said, I'm not going to do it like that. But we are going to keep certain things here because we might want to use them later. That's kind of the main thing that I was saying. If I am going to fade the song out earlier, it'll probably end at 65. So I'll put that there just in case. Okay, so now we have a beat. It has a cool beat drop at the beginning. And it has my tag. It's all good to go. So the next thing we need to do is figure out what key this beat is in. Some people like to use auto key. I don't know if I can exactly explain how I'm able to tell the key, but basically because I know the major scale, you know, that's hold on, let me go chromatic. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So basically the major scale is like it's a set of intervals. You know, so you start here, you go up 2, up 2, up 1, up 2, up 2, up 2, up 1. So that's the major scale. And so if you can tell those various differences between notes, you can use that to check what key something is in, like I'm about to do here. I'm going to put myself in the full track, though, because it's easier for me to hear. Yeah.
What do you desire?
Oh, that's cool. It looks like this one was actually in B major, just like the last beat that I was using. I think I have this like internal affinity where a lot of the time when I'm picking the next beat that I'm going to use, it'll have the same key as the previous beat that I just used, even if it's been like days in between I recorded, like it was in this case. It was like more than a week, but I could just hear that beat. I was like, oh, I want to use this beat. Turns out it's the same key. Maybe that's just how things are sometimes. But this is in B major, so I'm gonna sing a little bit and show you how it fits.
What do you desire?
Whoa, yeah. So that's the major scale on this beat, showing you that it works. Not that important, but maybe it is, you know? And so at this point, you kind of just got to start singing. You kind of got to start saying stuff. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this tutorial, you probably know how to set up recording, but other things like tips and tricks that relate to the way that I do it, I like to have the count in off because I just want to get started quickly. I stamp my auto-tune into my recording, so I don't want to go back and change my auto-tune after I recorded it. If the auto-tune was wrong, I'll sing it again. Alright, so now we're going to do a take. I'm just going to try to sing some stuff and see how it comes out. It's a little different when it's being like on video and recorded because most of the time I record, I'm completely by myself.
What do you desire?
I start with doing, just ad-libs, a little bit like that. So first thing I'm going to do is move that into an ad-lib track, see how it sounds, with different kind of mixing on it.
What do you desire? What do you desire?
Okay, I like that.
What do you desire?
Okay, I can tell that that second one is not as strong as the first one, so we're going to go ahead and duplicate. Don't feel bad, that's why I said it twice.
What do you desire?
Awesome. So now we've got some intro ad-libs. Next thing that I would typically want to do is figure out some fucking lyrics. So I'm going to do a little bit of freestyling. I might show you some of it, I might not. But I'll meet you right back here once I have some lyrics that make sense, and probably a clip of me recording them. That one I felt pretty good about, but again, you always want to go and inspect your shit after you record it. Okay, honestly, I am very happy with that. But as you'll notice, it's not in one continuous take, okay? Now, some people don't actually know how this shit works. And so I'm not trying to talk down to anybody, but I'm just trying to explain it for everyone. You know, you don't have to do stuff perfectly in one continuous take. You can cut stuff and move it around and still make it sound natural. So, you know, again, that's why the lines are important, so you don't have to do as much work when moving things around. But also, instead of going up here, if you use a mouse, like I do, standard 3-button mouse, then what you can do is you can hold right click and then scroll, and that'll allow you to change the tool. Okay, you see in the top left, the tools are moving. See my mouse cursor is moving. Okay, so I use that to quickly go between the cut and the edit tool a lot. Very useful. I think it's gonna look like this. And then I'm gonna see if that actually fits there too. I'ma show you how to go and make them big amounts. I'ma show you how to record and then go mix it down. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth back. I'ma show you how I go and make a new track. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. Fucking Christ, dude. Hold on. Let me. I forgot to change back to my thing. Sometimes it helps me to be like hearing the full. It helps me to hear the full mixing when I'm recording, just so that I can have a more exact idea of how it's gonna come out. Sometimes I feel the other way, sometimes I don't, but you know, this is mainly how I do it. But this one might have been good by itself, so we're gonna check it out. I'ma show you how I go and make a new track. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. Like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. Cool. So now we've got, we've got a hook here. And so the next thing you want to do is ad-libs.
I love you, Gohan.
And the process of, picking your ad-libs, getting your ad-libs made is going to vary based on how you have everything set up. For someone like me, I've done a lot of ad-libs in my life. I've made a lot of them, but I also have a shitload of presets from other people too. So I have a bunch of ad-libs that are set up that do different things. I'll show you some of them. Like right now when I'm talking, we're setting up ghost vocals. This is a more kind of punchy main vocal that doesn't have too much on it. It's very crisp. This is an ad-lib that's way in the back. This is like my favorite ad-lib. Go, go.
What do you desire?
Go, 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 yeah. This one sounds really good because the flange is on here. That's really what makes it. Go, go, go. Be boring without it. Let's see. Other ad-libs we got.
Telephone vocal. Back in the day, we used to call this the Kanye button, but that nigga's canceled, so nah.
Main vocals, as you know. What is this one? I feel like I need to check this one because I don't be using it. Ghost 2 for when Ghost 1 isn't enough. But yeah, you get the gist. So basically, you pick some ad-libs, and then you use these to add some rhythmic and melodic variants and basically sauce to your song instead of it just being vocals. Now, you don't have to do this. You literally do not have to do this. But this is plug&b, you know what I'm saying? Most underground music benefits from having ad-libs. It just adds a different dimension, a different texture to the sound, and I really like it.
I love you, Gohan.
I'ma show you how to record and then go mix it down. Yeah. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth pack. I'ma show you how to go and make a new track. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. Now that one I did intentionally record without being in the mixing track because I didn't know which one I wanted to put it on. We're gonna first see if it sounds good on this one. I'ma show you how to go and make them big amounts. I'ma show you how to record and then go mix it down. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth pack. I'ma show you how to go and make a new track. I'ma show ya. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya. I'ma show ya. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I like that ad-lib track, but I'm just gonna test out some stuff actually. What I'm gonna do right now is we're gonna make a second one. We're gonna call it unique, okay? And then okay, and then we're gonna put it on this track. Then we're going to move it an octave up. Now the reason I'm doing stretch instead of resample is because if you resample, it'll get slower or faster based on how high or low pitched it is. But I'm doing stretch so that it stays the same speed. 12 steps is a full octave, so it's the same note, just higher. Like if, you know, B stays a B instead of becoming a C. Things like that. So this is how it sounds in that track. So that sounds pretty cool, but we need to hear how it sounds together and maybe mix these volumes so that they blend well.
What do you
I'ma show you how to go and make them big amounts. I'ma show you how to record and then go mix it down. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth back. I'ma show you how to go make a new track. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. So something that I did over here that I'll touch on really quick, I held control and then used the edit tool to highlight a couple things so I could edit them together and use this little bubble. This is only available in FL Studio 21 in order to just adjust their volume together. And now it's important, something that's very important when using sound effects and tags that I want to touch on here, you want to always have like a goal for where they're going to hit. Now, there's always going to be some important sound in any effect. Like in the money counter, it's the beep, or in my main tag, it's the part where she says love. I love you, Gohan. That's the like emphasis. So you always want to make sure that hits something. Very important. So that's why I'm moving this. That's why I'm moving this tag around here in this money counter. That's so clean because it hits. Alright, so we're gonna listen to what we got one more time, just really quick. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. Yeah, I know you niggas wanna get some more, huh? Yeah. You see how that sounds on the telephone filter? I love you, Gohan. He's back a little louder. All right, so now that we've got, you know, this is a hook, and it has like a post hook, but we're gonna pretend that we already made a verse. All right. Normally what I would say here is, okay, record a verse or record some more shit. Or, you know, if you have somebody else who you make music with, this I would call an open. Like, this is definitely an open. Also, you know, if anybody who's watching this video wants to buy this open, contact me via email, management@lilgohan.com. That's mgmt@lilgohan.com. But what I'm also going to do, though, is show you basically how to add sauce to a song without singing. Maybe you don't have more lyrics. Like, I could make up more lyrics, but for the interest of time, we're going to work on something else now. So basically, how to add sauce without singing, how to do something with your song when the song is already done. And so we recorded up to 54 seconds, but we're going to make this around a 2-minute song, right? And we're not going to sing another word. So let's check it out. The first thing we're going to do is mix down what we have here. I'm just going to mute the things that are not in use. Just so we can have this as a base and we can play around with it if we need to. Right. So, in order to come up with ideas, usually want to start by listening to the song fast and slow, or at least that's what I do. You can get a feel for what kind of sense that you like for sped up and slow down parts. Mine kind of vary.
What do you desire?
That's not how I like it right now, I'll say.
What do you desire? What do you desire?
And as far as coming up with an idea, you really just want to listen to the song and figure out what what part of the song is catchy, what hooks you in the moment, or like what you think people want to hear. So we're using Make Unique again so that we can have one that's still normal speed over here, and then we cut out that part from the other one over there. So we're going to make it slow, right? Fade it in. FL Studio 21 allows you to do this a little easier. There's other ways to do it if you're using older version of FL Studio. No, I want the whole thing. So I'm working on an FX kit, DJ kit. I might end up doing like a beat pack, like a sound pack for producers if I do end up making enough beats that I have enough interesting and unique things to add. But for right now,
What do you desire?
now something I'm gonna do here, I am gonna repeat the whole thing, including the intro part. But what we're gonna do to make that easier is we're gonna cut out a small section, because you can see it doesn't start on 0. But to make it easier to duplicate, we're gonna cut out just a square section of something blank, put that at the beginning, and so that's gonna be the beginning of what gets duplicated. We're also gonna put that at the end of the thing we're duplicating, so it's gonna end right here. Take that off. And so if you select all that stuff by holding Control, click, selecting over it, you can Control plus B to duplicate, right? But we're gonna make this start at 1. So we're gonna see how that transition goes. So we're gonna do a little bit more with beat drops in this section, because I could already feel that beat drop here. It felt good again. We're gonna do a little bit here, and then we'll see what we do in this section. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add ghost vocals here. Oop. Again, we're using the lines, cutting it somewhere so we can duplicate, make it unique. Now we're putting it on our ghost track. I said it's ghost here. I'm not explaining how each of these work right now, but if you look at the list of plugins, you can use that as a start for how to make any of these.
What do you desire?
New track, I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya.
Yeah, I like how that sounds, but I need to make the main vocal a little quieter for it to fit. So we're gonna bring him down by 3.
I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial.
So the way I'm currently doing it is effectively ghost delay, because the ghost vocals are coming in after and repeating. I'm gonna see how it sounds if I can make it reverse reverb where it like leads in like that. Let's see. 2 off half.
Make a new track, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you how I go and make a new track. I'ma show ya, I'ma show ya, I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial. I'ma show you that shit like it's a tutorial.
Yeah, we're gonna utilize that too. But this one here, we're gonna change it, okay? This one, we're gonna make it an octave down. See how that sounds, right? Yeah, and I got it. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
How to go and make them big amounts. I'ma show you how to record and then go mix it down. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth pack. I'ma show you how to roll and smoke this booth pack.
Show you how I go and make a new track.
We're gonna add. Can you hear me? There we go. We're gonna add one more tag for good measure, and then we're gonna call it a day. This is my favorite fucking tag. I know I have a lot of tags. This is one of my favorites.
It's KP 4 times and you listen to Lil Gohan. Fuck, nigga.
All right.
It's KP 4 times and you listen to Lil Gohan.
What do you desire?
It's KP 4 times and you listen to. It's KP 4 times and you listen to Lil Gohan. Fuck nigga. It's KP 4 times and you listen to Lil Gohan. Fuck nigga.
Okay, to go over how to add sauce to your songs without singing. Here's what you do. Start off, you repeat the short ass song that you already have, okay? You go in, you add different beat drops. Or if you didn't have beat drops before, you add some beat drops in this part. If you did have some, add new ones, alright? Do a beat effect, whether that be low pass, some form of flanger, some kind of gross beat pattern, some cool shit, alright? Do something with the beat, okay? If the beat's not already doing some different shit in that section. Change up your ad-libs. This time I went for ghost vocals. Drop out some of the lyrics, okay? I dropped it out and made it just an ad-lib instead of a main vocal there. These are just ghost vocals, alright? And then make sure you use your tags if you have tags. If you don't have tags, you should probably get some made. But, yeah. So, now, what I'm going to go ahead and do, save this version of it, and then we're going to insert this new version that has the outro. We're going to replace the version that doesn't have the outro, and then we're going to have a full song. Now that that has been completed, I would like to show you yet another tip. In FL Studio, you can replace a file. Let's say you have a new version like I do right now. If you drag the new file over top of the old file, you will replace it. Okay, see how it got replaced? Boom. Okay, we're going to listen to it once. I don't know if I'm going to cut out a bunch of these like re-listenings of the song. But, you know, it's important that you listen to your song so you don't just throw out stuff that you didn't hear. If I forgot something, this is how I'm going to know and go back and fix it.
What do you desire?
KP 4 times and you listen to Lil Gohan. Fuck nigga.
Hell yeah. Alright, well, now I'm back through the regular mic because it looks like we finished the song. So I appreciate you tuning in and listening with me. This song is going to be on SoundCloud if it's not already. So again, thank you so much for pulling up. If there's anything in particular that you want to see more of in the future, anything that you want to hear me talk about, let me know in the comments below. Now that I have my stuff set up appropriately to where I can record with no lag, I want to do a lot more of this stuff, but I need to know what you guys want to see. So let me know. Thank you again. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on SoundCloud, go listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere you listen to music, I'm there. Lil Gohan, same name everywhere. So thank you again. I hope you have a great one. Peace.